Hey everybody, and I'm Unclendor here for another video on Fairy Tail February. This is the year 791 arc. It's only 2 episodes long, so this is going to be a very short episode. But basically, it's 7 years later. Here's the time skip. All long-running series have to have a time skip. It's been 7 years, and the strongest members of Fairy Tail have been missing for this entire time. And then they get found, or more accurately, Tunra Island just appears out of nowhere. Apparently, the spirit, the ghost of the first master, Mavis, she protected them. And that's what allowed them to live. And based on what we heard about her in the Tunra Island arc, she was one of the most powerful wizards to ever live. She created the three most powerful spells that the Fairy Tail Guild has in their arsenal. One being Fairy Law, which Master Makarov can use. One being that other Fairy Tail skill that Kana ends up getting in the Tunra Island arc. And then the last one which we haven't seen yet. But she created those three. So, I totally believe that she had the power to protect the island, to shield it, to make it disappear, make Agnologia think he destroyed it. But, yeah, so I can totally believe that. You see, that's getting back to logic. That's getting back to the logic of the anime. The anime's logic. Not real-world logic, anime logic. That it's getting back to the Fairy Tail logic. Which I like that. Basically, it's just all of them returning after 7 years and trying to adjust to this new life. And yeah, that's really all this arc is. There's really nothing I can say about it. I'm glad we got an explanation. I'm glad we got an explanation for how they survived, and it was an explanation that actually made sense in the realm of their own logic. And I like how we actually get to see how difficult it is to pick up the piece, for everybody to pick up the pieces after being gone for 7 years. But you know, it's short. It's too short. So there's really nothing I can say about it. It's okay. It's okay. I'm happy we got the explanations, but again, it's not long enough for me to have a real opinion on it. So I gotta give it a 5 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not long enough for me to consider good either. So I have to give it a 5 out of 10. It's okay. It's okay, I guess. But I don't know. I was hoping for a little bit more. Have a few more episodes where we actually get to see each character trying to, adjust to being gone for 7 years. How would they cope with it? How would they cope with the fact that so many things have changed? We get to see how Lucy copes with it, but... And kind of Pinky. We get to see how he kind of adjusts to it. But what about Musica 2.0? What about Urza? What about Gaishio? What about Levi? What about Wendy? What about all these other characters who've been gone for just as long? How do they cope with this? How do they get through it? Because we see the two main characters and how they get through it, but we don't get to see anyone else try to get used to being here after so long. So, I would have liked to have seen more of that. I can't really give it a higher rating because we didn't get to see it, but I don't think it was bad. So 5 out of 10. It was okay. It was okay. I'm still not a fan of the I'm still not a fan of the series. There are a couple things that I slightly enjoy. A couple characters I can tolerate. A couple plot twists that I think are actually kind of interesting. And I wouldn't mind seeing them in other animes, but I'm still not a fan. We're done with part 1. We have entered part 2 of this 3-part series. I finished part 1 and I'm still not a fan. So, yeah, we're at the halfway point, people. We're at the halfway point. This is the halfway point. We're done with part 1. From this point on, it's part 2. It's part 2 of the series. And yeah, so it's okay. 5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And tune in next time. Alright. Take care, everyone.